Yo, what's up, Blackish fam? I hope all is well in your corner of the world. We're continuing to check out Sa-Roc. I love her music so far. This goddess MC, right? She's got something I came across called The Little Spaceship. Never heard of it. Looks like it might be an older song of hers. So, yeah, want to check it out? Let's do it together. And, of course, we're going to break down these bars here. Let's get to it. It'd be nice if she had the lyrics like that, though.
I emerged from cocoons as a papillon. Hungry caterpillar blossom from a dream fully grown. Used to be scared, wonder what they think of me.
Yo, I love it. She just came out. And I love what she said at first. She said, I emerged from cocoons. And I think she said like a pantheon, right? And when you think of pantheon, it's like a collection of gods, right? Like in Hindu, it would be all of the gods together, all of the deities together. Like that's how big and badass I am, right? I'm just I don't turn into a butterfly. I turn into this all-knowing power, right?
Hungry caterpillar blossom from a dream fully grown. Used to be scared, wonder what they think of me. All fears evolved in the confidence eventually. Now I rip stages, bust down the microphone. Study with the sages, dust down the microphone.
Yo, love what she's saying there. She said, yo, I used to be scary. And then she said something basically playing on all my wonder what they think of me, right? Like I used to be a scary cat, worried about what people thought of me instead of what I thought about my own work, right? But I love what he says. I love what she says there because she says all my fears evolved into confidence eventually, right? The longer I did this, the better I got, and I didn't really care what people think. So she said, yo, now I rip stages, bust down microphones, right? The people have known guys, right, for always calling girls bust downs. She's like, the only thing I bust down is the microphone. And then I love what she said here. She said, study with the sages. You don't really hear anything being broken down like that anymore, but sages you would think of like the wise one. Or the wise ones. So it's like the group, normally it's in a religious setting. They're the people that know the religion inside and out. They're the ones that might consult the king, right? Or consult with the powers that be because they're that, they know that much, right?
We're in stages, bust down the microphone. Study with the sages, dust down the microphone. Channeling the greatest, speak through the mouthpiece. Little red bone fires hotter from the southeast. Run with the wolf.
So, red bone, right? I don't even know if they use that terminology anymore either, but in the 90s, early 2000s, if you were light-skinned, right, a lot of us that are mixed race, like look at me, I came out like a Simpson, right? I'm this yellowish brown, but my mom is black, my dad is Mexican, right? I identify mainly as black, but, I can't deny that I have, that's where I get my color from. And even as I trace further back, I'm sure there was some raping and slavery going on and all that goodness, right? But when you're mixed and you're light complected like her in the hood, we normally refer to them as red bones, right?
Speak through the mouthpiece. Little red bone fires hotter from the southeast. Run with the warriors. Armors on my chest plate. Meet you with the battle ones. Glaring at the west gate. No time for that.
She said, yo, I'll meet you at the battle, bro. I'll be the one in front kicking shit off, blowing the horn, getting it started, right?
Run with the warriors. Armors on my chest plate. Meet you with the battle ones. Glaring at the west gate. No time for that wait. I'm moving vertically. Will I miss the planet when I blast off? Certainly.
Yo, listen to that, bro. She's like, yo, I ain't got no time for dead weight, right? What do you think of as dead weight? People that aren't holding their own, right? If you're just going to be a quiet person at the protest, don't even come, bro, right? We're kicking shit off. The shit is going down today. If you worry about what they might say in your name on LinkedIn tomorrow when they identify you, then maybe you shouldn't be here, bro, right? This is next level here. She said, I got an armor plate on, right? She said, I got a chest plate.
Run with the warriors, armors on my chest plate. Meet you with the battle ones, glaring at the west gate. No time for that wait. I'm moving vertically. Will I miss the planet when I blast off? Certainly. Don't take it personally. Earthers don't understand. Difference gets you hunted like contestants on the running man. Homogeny is dated. And I
Man, this just, I can only imagine seeing this live, right? How sick that would be. Listen to what she said. She's like, yo, there's no time for dead weight, right? She said, I'm moving vertically, right? I'm moving up in the world. Will I miss the planet when I blast off? Certainly, right? She said, don't take it personally. She said, Earthlings wouldn't even understand this. I'm not one of you, right? The difference will get you hunted down like contestants, I think she said, on the Running Man. Right? So she's like, yo, people like me, they stand out. People are, hunted. Think about the old Salem witch trials, right? If you were an independent thinking woman, no, the powers that be don't like that, right? She would have probably been one of the ones they put concrete, slabs around her feet and threw her in the river, right? That's what they did. They wanted to say, yo, if she's a witch, she'll bounce back up. And if she doesn't, maybe we were wrong. And it's like, bro, that's an issue. You're fucked either way, right? Yo, run it back.
It's the planet when I blast off, certainly. Don't take it personally. Earthers don't understand. Difference gets you hunted like contestants on the Running Man. Homogeny is dated, and I am the future. I'm headed for the sun and the moon. Punky Brewster. Step into your spaceship, atmospheric hovering.
The only reason I know Punky Brewster is because she had a dog named Brandon. That's my government name, right? Everybody calls me B because my last name starts with B as well. So everybody be like, yo, what up, B? Right? But it's Brandon and Punky Brewster. I know that play on words. Back too is to make sure that we catch the Punky Brewster context.
Let's get you hunted like contestants on the Running Man. Homogeny is dated, and I am the future.
See, I don't know the reference. I'm missing something between homogeny, David, and Future. Now, I thought about the artist Future. His real name's not David. So I'm trying to understand the reference, right? Homogeny, that's basically just marrying within your social class, right? So you're marrying someone, I think the technical definition is the father's occupation, right? So you at least marry the same socioeconomic class or the next step up, right? At least you want to. But I don't. Let me know if you understand the reference for David in the comments.
Headed for the sun and the moon, Punky Brewster. Step into
yeah, that's what I thought. The lady who played Punky Brewster, right? Her name was Soleil Moon Fry. So she said, "I'm heading to the moon." Punky Brewster. She's referencing the character, the real life character, right? Not the cartoon character that played Punky Brewster.
Spaceship, atmospheric hovering, wind-blown star seeds, black soil covering, germinating heavyweights, deep space navigate, chatter song, elevate, cosmic sound, uttering. My arms crossed in 360, long skirt, gold hoop rings like a gypsy, for your heartstring.
Ooh, yeah, she does got that gypsy look, right? Where the gypsies are people that travel, right? Most people think, oh, gypsy will read your palm or whatnot, right? Come on now. But yo, she does got that gypsy look. But yo, I love her flow, and I love the way that I'm a married man, but I love the way she looks on this. It's very natural, right? She's not overdone. She doesn't have makeup caked on. She's just being her, right? She's being natural. What does Kendrick Lamar say, right? Show me something natural like ass with some stretch marks, right? I don't see something real, man. They're tired of this fake shit going on in the world. Come on now. Let's run it back just to see Sa-Roc here.
Chatter song, elevate, cosmic sound, uttering. My arms crossed in 360, long skirt, gold hoop rings like a gypsy. For your heartstrings to your eyeballs are misty. Emotions hard to swallow like a strong shot of whiskey. Shifting, transform.
See, she knows she's sick, right? Listen to what she's saying, how she play with dudes, right? She's like, yo, my arms crossed, right? Long skirt, gold hoop rings, right? She knows that's cute. She knows she's a red bone, right? But she said, yo, I'll pull your heartstrings till your eyeballs are misty, right? So she's like, yo, I'll play games with you until you're in here crying. Then I think she said emotions are hard to swallow like a strong shot of whiskey. She's like, yo, I'm not sensitive, right? I don't play no games. There's no, I ain't laughing. Look at the stance. She's like, all right, like she's like, I said I had nicks on the double Dutch, right? That's my little brother's thing. He said you were talking about me, and then that's that look you do. when you're down to fight, but you gotta see what they say first and shit.
My arms crossed, standing on 360. Long skirt, gold hoop rings like a gypsy. Pull your heartstrings till your eyeballs are misty. Emotions hard to swallow like a strong shot of whiskey. Shifting, transforming as I'm lifting. Light beam shine, got the body form glistening. My grind metaphysical, spiritual hustler. I am a wild seed like Octavia Butler. They study my demeanor.
Wild Seed, that's her memoir, right? Octavia Butler. I believe that's her memoir, but she's a writer, if I'm not mistaken. Let's run it back a few seconds there and make sure we get the context.
A whiskey, shifting, transforming as I'm lifting. Light beam shine, got the body form glistening. My grind metaphysical, spiritual hustler. I am a wild seed like Octavia Butler. They study my demeanor.
Yeah, Octavia Butler. She's a science fiction writer. But that's her work, right? It's a series that she does. It's called Wild Seed. I'm not familiar with it at all, but I know Octavia Butler. She's very well known, but I think she specifically does like kind of what she's referring to, right? A kind of the metaphysical, spiritual, like the science fiction. And not to say that there's no truth to that, but that's what she writes about.
Octavia Butler, they study my demeanor. Trying to get my lotus pose, drop a cool.
See, her lotus pose, that's the pose that she's in right now, right? Where her feet are up, they're resting on each other, right? She's in a meditation pose. She's about to meditate. You know, that's exactly what she's talking about.
Butler, they study my demeanor. Trying to get my lotus pose. Drop a cool 16 with my poet's prose, like I'm Nicki.
Drop 16 bars with my poets. Yo, and she heard her say like I'm Nicki. Would she be referencing Nicki Minaj? That doesn't sound right. I couldn't imagine she would.
Get my lotus pose, drop a cool 16 with my poet's prose, like I'm Nicki. Definitely not Minaj, Giovanni. I'm tripping off my ego with my Nicki.
Yo, you don't hear about Nicki Giovanni much. Last I heard it in rap was Kanye West with the song Hey Mama, right? He said, Maya Angelou, Nicki Giovanni, turn one page and there's my mommy, right? Because his mom was she was actually a professor. So was Nicki Giovanni. But Nicki Giovanni is more known for her poems, right? She's very poetic. Her most well-known poem is called Nicki Rosa. So definitely something to look up and just, you know, she can definitely, what would you say? She's got books, right? She's been a professor for quite some time as well.
Falani, Wallahi, I am not the last but the first. I journey to the planets on my star. 16 with my poet's prose, like I'm Nicki. Definitely not my lotus pose. Drop a cool 16 with my poet's prose, like I'm Nicki. Definitely not Minaj, Giovanni. I'm tripping off my ego with my dookie go. Falani, Wallahi, I am not the last.
Yeah, I like what she's saying now. Falani. Fulani is those are the Fulani women wear these earrings that are gold. It shows signs of nobility, right? If you're noble, you're like one of the chosen ones, or you're royalty. Wallahi, I think that's just like kind of an urban saying, right? Like yo son, right? Or like yo what up fam, right? I believe Wallahi is like something that it's just if I'm not mistaken, it's just a saying, right? It's, I forget the technical word, but I believe so.
Definitely not Minaj, Giovanni. I'm tripping off my ego with my dookie go. Falani, Wallahi, I am not the last but the first. I journey to the planets on my star seek this first. I put it in the duty so you. She
said, yo, I'm only, I gotta go to, I come to the planet so I could disperse my seed. Yo, that kind of sounds like a dude, right? Like, yo, I got to spread my seed out here. I'm too good at what I do to not share this with the people, right? But, yo, that's kind of weird hearing it from a girl. I wonder if she means that. She said, I am not the last, but the first. She said, I journey to my planet so my star seed disperse. Ooh. Yo, like I'm spreading, right? I'm putting the word out. I'm getting this knowledge out, right? I'm spreading that seed.
Butler, they study my demeanor, trying to get my notice pose. Drop a cool 16 with my poet's prose, like I'm Nicki. Definitely not Minaj, Giovanni. I'm tripping off my ego with my dookie though, Falani. Wallahi, I am not the last but the first. I journey to the planet so my star seek disperse. I put it in a ditty so you memorize my verse, and I'm making revolutions cause I symbolize this earth.
Like the earth makes revolutions around the sun, right?
Spaceship, atmospheric covering, wind blown star seeds, black soil covering, germinating heavyweights, deep space navigate, chant a song, elevate, cosmic sound, uttering. I'm spinning like a vortex, astroform vibrate, well-developed cortex, lesser rappers irate, they sold to space.
Yo, that kind of reminds me of that Wu-Tang, right? When it was your cortex, normally it's just referred to as your cerebral cortex, right? She said, I'm spinning like a vortex, right? Astroform, right? Astro vibrations. She said, I got a well-developed cortex. The lesser rappers irate. If someone's acting crazy, right? Yo, run that back. Let's finish it up.
I'm spinning like a vortex, astroform vibrate, well-developed cortex, lesser rappers irate, they sold to space, make the crowd titillate and gyrate. I give them sustenance and make glands salivate, rock a show fitted.
Right, that's talking about, what did she say? I get the whole crowd tingling, right? She said, I give them sustenance, right? That's you would consider like you're getting your fill, your share. Think of it as food, if you would. But I can make you salivate, right? Like a dog would when he sees food. Yo.
Lesser rappers irate, they sold to space, make the crowd titillate and gyrate. I give them sustenance and make glands salivate. Rock a show fitted in some skinny pants, high waist. Don't let the look fool you, bruh. My flow annihilate, living in now. Why?
She said, yo, I know I'm cute, right? I know I'm cute. I see you looking with your looking ass. But don't get it twisted, bro, because if you're my competition, I'm about to eat, baby. So you're going to be annihilated, right? That's just, you'll just be destroyed. So, get a good look while you can.
The look fool you, bruh. My flow annihilate, living in now. Why wait? Show them love. Why hate? You scared to get your achy ticket broke like race sirens. I take it easy, good.
Don't break my heart, my achy, breaky heart. I just don't think you understand, right? That's what she's referencing. Now that's Miley Cyrus's father, Billy Ray Cyrus. That was his hit song, Achy Breaky Heart.
Love, why hate? You scared to get your achy ticket broke like race sirens. I take it easy, good. I'm a smooth operator. I won't bomb you now, but I will freeze you later. Cause ignorance is secretly the deep nominator that's commonly found in your living in now. Why wait? Show them love, why hate? You scared to get your achy ticket broke like race sirens. I take it easy, good. I'm a smooth operator. I won't bomb you now, but I will freeze you later. Cause ignorance is secretly the deep nominator that's commonly found in your
ignorance is the secret denominator, right? If you have a common denominator, that's something that you all share. Let's just let that ride a little bit.
Ignorance is secretly the deep nominator that's commonly found in your line notebook paper. I'm known as the savior, so I'm a civilizer.
It's commonly found in your line notes on paper, right? So she's saying if that's the common denominator, because ignorance is secretly the common denominator. Like we all share ignorance.
Line notebook paper, I'm known as the savior, so I'm a civilizer. That's the only way a savage live with a fiber. I came from the mothership just as Elijah, cause this space cadet can't get in these lights. Slide into a spaceship, atmospheric covering, wind blown star seeds, black soil covering, germinating heavyweights, deep space navigate, chant song, elevate, cosmic sound, uttering.
And so when we study the ancient gods, understand you are the incarnate virtue of those ancient gods.
Yo, man, she's just so deep with it, right? That's what I love. Is like I always feel like I'm just getting some knowledge. She questions what you know or what you think you know, right? She makes me want to read more. Yo, if you're a fan of Sa-Roc or just a fan of good music, don't forget to not just like the video, but subscribe to the channel as well.